Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another glorious episode of Jedi Talk. I am your host, Brad Hughes, and that song is called Peach from Chevelle. It is a kick-ass song, and I love it so much. You know what else I love? I love the man to my right. The man, the myth, the legend. The man who wishes that the writer's strike had started before the production of Indiana Jones 5, Evan T. Boucher. Evan, what's going on?
Adiga and good journey. You're not wrong. But you know what? I'm happy didn't get a writer's strike. It was The Force Awakens. Because
True.
I watched that as the first movie in all of my new homes, apartments, whatever you call it. So
Oh, I
did
like
it
the
again.
tradition.
I did it again this
Starting-
time. And we can mention like one thing I noticed a little bit later when Tom's involved. So
Let's
we'll
do it.
introduce that man.
To his, across from him,
Yeah.
the man who cleans his gun while making eye contact, Tom O'Gree.
By the right of the council, by the will of the Force. Not shocking, this is coming from the man who reached sexual maturity by looking at Bill Burr's butthole backstage at a comedy show back in North Carolina, but here we are.
That was off the
That was
cuff, too.
great. That was
Like
fun.
you didn't
I
write
like
that down.
He wrote it down.
Up
I
in
don't
my
know.
head, I wrote
Yeah,
it
he
down.
wrote it
like
down
2
somewhere.
seconds
That wasn't
ago.
up top
Yeah,
of the
it wasn't right there. Come on, that had a little bit of a story, right? So I said I went to Bill Burr because he's got history with Burr.
Love Bill Burr.
Right?
Yeah,
He
true.
loves Bill Burr, and I thought of, Brad is a very sexual creature in nature, and then
Yeah.
he loves buttholes, so I just
Yeah.
created the joke.
Especially Tyrannosaurus? No, it was...
Triceratops.
Yeah, I knew it was a T. Yep, that's the best.
Triceratops.
That's our next top 10, actually. Dinosaur buttholes.
Top 10 dinosaur beeholes.
Dinosaur
Let's go.
beetles. Do they have to be exclusively within Orlando? Because we have a lot
No,
of dinosaurs.
all
No,
of
definitely not.
dinosaurs of all time.
All the
And
dinosaurs
I've
of
got
all
a very comprehensive top 10 list.
Well, to tell you what, though, there's not going to be many from Disney on that list.
Hey,
So-
Aladar, what's up, bro? You're wrong.
But,
All right, so this is a fun top 10 list.
well,
This is
The
going to
Force Awakens, I wanted to say that.
Well, hang on a
Sure,
second.
sure.
Relax.
We can
We'll
get to
get
that.
there. We'll get
Butthole
there.
Awakens.
This
That's
episode
fair.
is our top 10 creatures of all time in Star Wars.
And we
Yes.
want to give a shout out to Jason from our Instagram.
Yep.
There you
Thank
go.
you for suggesting this. You were the first one who responded.
Oh, nice.
Jason
Just love
Broshak, Broshak. That's his handle.
I
So
like
I'm
it.
not giving away last name.
No,
or
I like
anything.
that handle.
We
though.
didn't just
Yeah.
dox you. I'm sorry if we
Um,
did. It's what it is.
That's right. So
Yeah.
thank you for the suggestion. So here we go. Top 10
We
creatures.
seem like we're all at a loss for top 10s, but like, here we are, proven
How
wrong.
do we?
No.
How have we not done this one?
I don't
This
know.
was one of those
I don't
ones
know.
where you
This
go
feels
like,
like
We're
how
not
the
at a
obvious
loss.
one
I
before.
just like getting suggestions from
I do
our
too.
crew,
Yeah.
from
I know
our
what you
fans.
think.
Maybe that's why we've overlooked it, because it's like, oh, we did that 2 years
Yeah,
ago,
and then-
remember?
and then
It's
we
like,
just
no,
didn't do it.
But we haven't done this.
So before we get into your Force Awakens thing,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
actually really curious to hear what it is.
It's nothing huge, but
I don't doubt that, but I think it's probably substantial.
Nothing huge. What his prom date said when he took.
Hi-yo!
if I did go to prom, but I never did.
No, I
Joke
knew that was a
fail.
stretch. You didn't go to prom.
You didn't go to
yeah.
prom?
No,
Did you? You don't look like a guy who went to prom.
I did go to
a
prom. yeah.
waste of money.
Wow.
You have to understand. I didn't.
You
go-
would be the guy that said prom is a waste of
It
money.
is, and I didn't do senior
Everything's
photos.
a waste of money.
False. Look around us.
Waste of money.
No,
It's going to be when he dies. This is going to be something that his daughter has to take off a wall.
that got dark. I didn't do
No,
senior
she's gonna
photos
have
either for the
these.
same
She's
reason.
gonna
So
have these already.
my mom and dad like wanted me to. They're like, Evan, when's your senior photos? I'm like, I'm not doing them. What are you
It's
talking
something
about?
your daughter has to take off a wall. That's so sad. What was that? Was that my phone? That's
Yeah,
what my
it
phone
sounded
sounds
like,
like. Oh, that's cool. That's my text. I haven't
That was
heard
your
that.
handler. Answer that.
I haven't heard that sound in 84 years. This
A
is
long time.
top 10 creatures. This is going to be exciting. Evan, you rewatched The Force Awakens because
Yes.
you moved into a new place,
Yes.
which is right above me. I can
Oh,
hear
yes.
you guys fighting. It's good times.
Oh yeah.
And if I hear you hit her again, we're going to have a problem.
I don't hit the droid that often. You're talking about TB-17, I assume.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Anyhow. Good alarm. Good alarm. So these are probably pretty obvious, but I don't think we've ever talked about them. But the Kylo parallels between his opening scene and when he kills Han. Because his opening scene, he shows up and he has
interesting.
exactly a plan what he's doing. He goes up to an old man that's in his life, a big figure, and doesn't hesitate, murders him in cold blood. Later in the movie, he has to kill another old man who's a big figure in his life, and he just can't do it. It takes like everything in him. So I don't know where they're
Interesting.
going with
I
that.
never thought
but that
about
was
that.
obviously planned. So it's like they're like, look, he has no problem killing this guy that's important to him, but he does have problem killing this guy that's important to him.
Interesting.
So yeah,
That's actually I've never really thought about.
I don't know
that.
how I never saw.
I
that,
love Lord
but-
Santeca. That character,
Same.
I wish they would do more with him. And
Yeah.
they're going to start doing it. It seems like the
Wonder if
Santecas
the
were
Sasha
involved
know
with a. They were involved in a novel.
Yeah,
They
And
were,
they lived
yeah.
on Naboo and like the palace where
yeah.
Padme lived. Right? Wasn't that what it was?
Well, hold up.
No, not the same palace, but like I think they vacation on the same island.
Something
that her
like
summer
that.
home
Yeah,
was
it
on.
was something like that. It was something like that.
Isn't there a High Republic connection?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he's talking
Oh,
about.
yeah,
That's
okay,
that's
okay,
it.
okay,
That's what I'm
okay.
talking about.
What if in Andor they mentioned that? Like this,
I would love it.
this place has belonged to the Santeca clan.
Dude,
to
I would even love to see a
Padme, like-
young Lord Santeca. Give me that.
Oh, he could be
Sure,
there.
we
He
absolutely
could be
could
Could
be
yeah.
there.
for sure be there.
Yeah.
If you're an old man of that, you
I'm
could
going to figure out a way to
in your
ask
20s.
the Saja too if they know about the
The
Santecas.
Santecas. Yeah,
Because
you
if Savi
should.
knows about Lord Santeca,
yeah,
Lord
Savi
Santeca,
does. Yeah, for sure.
and then obviously there's a High Republic connection to the Halcyon, and Santeca clan was in the High Republic.
I think we may have stumbled on something
But
here.
try to ask the Saja, see what they
But
know.
all right, who wants to go? Does anyone have any honorable mentions for
I
their
don't.
creatures?
I have
don't
two,
either.
surprisingly.
Oh, okay. You go first then.
Evan is first.
Had to throw one to the Bantha for giving us amazing Bantha flavored, not like flavored, I don't know,
Whoa.
Bantha food aboard the Halcyon, and of course Bantha milk. So I had to shout out them.
Can we stop real quick?
Yes.
How did you quantify creatures? I think we should clarify
See,
this.
I
I
just
think
went
we all
like
have different.
animals. You can have
Yeah,
them
I
as a
went
pet.
like Star Wars animals.
Okay.
They're a pet, basically.
Yeah.
See, I went anything non-human is a
That's
creature
fair.
because
I would agree.
if you take away the lovability of Chewie, you get a creature that's like Black Chrysanthemum. You wouldn't go
Yeah.
like that's a person. You go that's a creature in Star Wars.
I just ruled out
That's fair.
as much as I could. I ruled out any like sentient species.
Right.
That's fair. I think I kind
You
of
can make
did
the
that.
case though, because
There-
like my
there are
creature
some- Oh, no.
we didn't define.
That
We
was
didn't say.
that was my own rule.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
how I went too.
I have
I went
some
only
sentient
animals.
I have some
but-
sentient beings on
Yeah,
this.
That's
fair.
They are
Yeah.
creatures in the sense that like they are iconic
Yeah.
Star Wars non-human entities.
Well, even like behind the scenes when they talk about the creature shop,
yeah.
they
That's
have
true.
sentient beings in
I
the
didn't think
creature
about
shop.
that, but
so
that
I don't
just
mean the
backs
shop
up my
number 2,
argument
but like
even
yeah,
more.
backstage of the movies.
That
In
backs
the
up my
creature
argument
shop,
even
we
more.
made this alien. So yeah.
Let's go. All right, what you got?
And then my other one is the Nexu, that like cat-looking thing from Attack of the Clones.
That's a good one.
It has a head up and docks.
Yeah, it looks great.
That thing's
Oh
terrifying.
Yeah.
it's a good
Yeah,
one.
It looks
so
awesome.
It was initially in my top 10, but I had to move it for
You
a different one.
I think that's fair.
Slut.
Yeah. I was saying
What's your-
yeah to one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know which one.
He's like, yeah, I'm a dirty slut. What's your number
Anyhow,
10, Evan?
Number 10 is the Hydromenaes from the Galactic
Oh,
Soldiers.
nice.
I didn't put this on there.
I didn't
I
had to-
either.
I had to put
Good-
them on there.
Good
I'm shocked
call.
this isn't number one.
I
Yep.
know.
If I had to
Wow.
break it down into 10A and 10B, of course, is Kyle
yeah.
and Kyle's mom.
Yeah.
See, I would put Tyler's mom on top because that's how she likes it.
Hey!
Oh!
Hold on, I
Let's
gotta-
go!
But shout out to LaBeth, of course, because I had to double check
Hope you
the
like
spelling.
black
By the
eyes.
way, on the show next week, she asked for availability.
Please,
I'm
Next
down
week?
if you're down.
Yeah,
You down?
yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, 'cause
Next
I,
week on the show, LaBeth. I'll
Right.
hit her up tonight.
I
After
reached
this.
out to her to make sure I got the spelling right and the pronunciation, and she's like, "Here it is." And then I was like,
Perfect.
And she even mentioned, she's like, "I can't wait to talk to you guys." And I'm like, "Yes, we need you on the show soon."
It's gonna happen.
Here we
I
are,
will text
soon.
her after this show.
Yeah,
we'll get her on
and
next week.
let's pick a day we're all available now. So
Yep.
before
Yes.
we leave tonight, make
Works
sure
for
we.
me.
Yeah.
I'm
that shit.
down any day next week.
I love it.
nothing.
So here we go, LaBeth.
I've got nothing
Yeah.
except the 4th.
See,
Right.
Jedi.
Well, the 4th
yeah.
we're gonna hang out anyway.
Yeah. Are you gonna? Or what are y'all doing?
Oh, we have no plans right now, so
Wanna come
I'll
hang
talk
out
to
on the
Courtney. Sure,
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do
I'll
it.
talk
Let's,
to her.
let's all get together and hang out on the 4th.
Yes.
I think we should.
Grab some.
You want to record on the 4th if she comes?
No, I
Eh,
want to
no.
hang out on the
Okay.
4th.
Yeah, that's
let's
fair.
let's hang
Some-
out
some
with
burgers on
let's
the
hang
grill.
out without a
Recording
microphone.
and hanging out
Yeah.
is fine for me, as I feel like it's the same
I
thing.
think
in
we
my
should
mind.
do both from time to time, but sometimes
Hell
it's
yeah.
good to not do one or the other.
Hell yeah.
That was
Hell
my
no.
review of Indiana Jones
Evan?
5.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Tom, number 10 for you.
Number 10. I will just get it right out of the way. Bantha. And one of my fun facts about banthas when I was researching these creatures, I had no idea the earliest banthas were fucking elephants in a costume.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You didn't know that?
That would
Yeah.
not happen today.
I didn't.
Nope.
Huh?
That would not happen today.
No,
They'd be like,
God, no.
Nope, you're not doing that.
Well, you know what's
Absolutely.
funny about your number 10 being a bantha? That's also my number
Well,
10.
look at that
Look at that.
crossover.
Look at that crossover.
I got crossover on my list here with.
It did auto
with
correct to
Joseph.
banana, but that's fine.
Well, this is
that's
coming out of
also-
your phone.
Yeah.
You jerk off to bananas.
I do.
Like the
I
banana
actually-
porn on your phone.
It's caused it to crash
Pales
several
in
times.
comparison.
Yeah, it's caused it to crash several times.
That's fair.
I actually almost bought a scotch today because there was a gift pack, and the flask is a banana.
Are bananas anything like long fruits?
They're exactly like long
Oh,
fruits.
okay. I've never heard them called bananas.
Yeah, that's what I call them.
Somebody
My
needs to help
shovel
you.
me.
I'm also deeply in need of
Disturbed.
help. So, yes.
Kyle is a
Deeply
licensed
disturbed.
therapist.
Hey, do we
Okay.
have a fourth microphone? We do, don't we?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got one.
I don't know. We all looked around like I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's. I'm
like,
looking
we
at
need
one
to-
right there,
we need
and
to
it's
Amazon
also the
Prime
one
if we don't.
that Adam used, and the one
That's right,
that,
that's right,
that
That
hold on,
classic episode.
and the one that used too.
Oh, the former actors.
No, I'm talking about the one that's still.
one that's not a former.
Sometimes
Yeah.
His name
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
I didn't say it. I said it, but I didn't say
No,
it.
it got beeped.
It got
you,
beeped.
you know when we had
Disney beeped
and
it.
then when he was talking about the.
And then when hang on, you got to be real quick on this. And then when
That was not quick.
I was looking at Brad when I
Speed
tried to
age.
touch this, and so it's like my thumb was like looking at Brad and like.
Just when you hear hit it.
and then when
Oh, whoopsie! I'm
Oh,
not even
see,
looking
hit
at
the wrong. Don't even look at it when you hear
and
it.
then,
Hit
and then
it.
last time when was here on the show and said he was gonna, and then they're working on it, and it's gonna be based on the.
Oh fuck! No, you're going too far.
I said literally nothing.
That's true.
We
Except
just all
the
know
things
what
we
I said.
bleeped out. You did say those things.
I did say those things.
Although we did find out, and I won't be. I'm specifically not going to be detailed in how we found this out because I don't want to out the individual. But we found out that some of our listeners, when we posted that episode, the Sammy file for 12 hours, like ripped it and like they honed it.
Good.
And so it's out there on the dark web. We didn't do
Good.
that. So it's like, I did not do that.
Did we
Trust me,
want to
we
do
did.
that?
I'm being respectful.
Yes, we do
Yeah.
want to do that, but we didn't have to do it because it was done already.
All right, I'm getting yelled at, so let's get this show going.
Okay. Sorry, Banta's my number 10. That's your number 10. Evan,
Yeah.
what's your number 9?
My number 9 is the Eopes, that are mostly seen on Tatooine.
Oh,
Obi-Wan uses one
You guys
frequently.
got better ones than I do.
Nah.
And of
well,
course,
I
that
came up with
classic
mine like
scene
6
in
minutes
the Phantom
after
Menace, of
drinking
course,
like
when-
9 ounces
Yeah.
of bourbon, so that's what it's going to be.
happens.
What is your number 9, Tom?
Rancor.
Nice.
I mean,
Is
I love.
on mine, but not there.
Yeah, I mean, Rancor could be higher, but right now it's just like
Iconic as fuck.
iconic
Yeah.
as fuck, and I love the next level they take them to in Survivor. You fight them. You get to fight Rancors. I've fought like 3 or 4, and they're a pain in the ass every single time.
How many thousands of times did you die?
Just a few, not a bunch. Kyle
Right.
died a lot because he sucks.
Well, he's just.
Oh, that'd be me
terrible.
too, so
Well, you're not as bad as Kyle.
it's probably close.
The guy thinks he pulls off a fedora. Did you see Indiana Jones and the Quest for the Stepladder yet?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay, thinks he pulls a fedora.
Solid movie.
I had to dig
It's a little
through-
short though.
Hey.
Dude, to work for that joke, I had to dig through some awful profile pictures of that son of a bitch. I just need to put that out there. Brad, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is the Gamorrean.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Iconic as fuck. Same movie as the Rancor, where they debuted.
Same palace as the
Same
Rancor.
palace.
Yes.
They're really cool. Are they native to Tatooine? Do we know?
That's a good question.
Ooh. Let's see if Wikipedia will tell us if you
I
want to
don't know
continue.
It's
that.
got to be
Look.
like Gamora or something.
I
And
don't know.
Evan's twitching.
Don't know
in
that
Marvel.
question.
You said Gamora.
I do want to know the answer though, because
I do too. Like, I don't feel like
there's
they would
one
be
in the High
native.
Republic in the kids show.
Yeah.
He's super cute.
They're so fucking hilarious. I love these guys. Habitat for Homeworld Gamor.
Gamor.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Told you.
Cool.
I just
Learn
like the species.
something new.
And I gotta say, they look really good on a Black Series card.
Hell
Just
yeah.
saying. They look good.
I got it around here
Do you have the
somewhere.
Gamora?
Black.
Gamora?
Black Series Gamora.
Yeah.
I don't think I have Black Series Gamora.
There's
card,
one
no.
now.
I didn't know there was
That's-
one.
yeah, there's one now for the Return of the
That's cool.
Jedi. They look sick on
I
the
will
card.
1000% get
I
that.
think I saw it at Studios.
Oh, I'll pick up a Gamora.
Yes,
I just want to make sure I don't
yeah.
have one because
I don't
Not on a
sometimes-
Black
see it.
Series, you don't.
I didn't know there was
No.
one.
It
so
would
I'm
be
pretty sure
one of
you
the
don't
big
have
like
one.
deluxe
yeah,
ones.
mine
Yeah.
are over here, and I'm
One of those
looking. I
thick
do not
boys.
have one.
Yeah, they look really sick on a card. Yeah, I'm gonna get one next time.
One
I
of those
see it.
stick boys.
Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass boy.
I love that fucking meme.
There we go.
Is that what you yell at Winston every morning?
Yes.
Yep.
boy. Evan, number 8
Number 8 had
or
to
7,
go.
whatever the fuck it is.
I think we're
No,
eight.
8. Yeah,
Eight.
8. Sorry.
Something that's really relevant now and will be again in August probably is the Purgle. Purgle space whales, or what they're commonly known as, I guess.
This is my number 8 as well. So let's
Nice.
talk about
And
this.
of course,
Beautiful. It's not
they
my
were,
number
in,
8.
they were in Rebels, and of
No.
course they were kind of in Mando, but there's a whole class
They
of
absolutely were
cruisers
in
named
Mando.
after
Yeah.
them. So
The Purple
like,
class, yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so like they're pretty big in Star Wars history. and literally pretty big.
Like
But
we
yeah.
had, it was like we had an Orca spacecraft.
Yes.
I just love how, like, hyperspace, like, the sentient species of the galaxy in Star Wars figured it out from, like, a natural creature. They're
Yeah.
like, wow, look at these guys doing this.
Let's take that and make
Let's
it.
take that.
Let's
Yeah.
technify it.
I love
And
it.
having Marchion Ro and the rest of the Nile use that as their advantage in the beginning of High Republic is brilliant.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So good.
Very cool. My number 8 is not that. My number 8 is an Anzellan.
Ooh, yeah.
They're kind of new.
Hey, hey.
They're kind of new.
Yeah,
They did
definitely.
build the Halcyon for
Shug.
sure.
Shug did.
Shug Jabor.
Yep. Shug Jabbar.
They're kind of new though. Like it's they're one of the species that like when you look at them, you go like, yeah, that could fit into any era
Yeah.
of Star Wars, but also kind of feels new at the same time.
Yep.
I love it. I just think the design is really, really well
Bad
done.
baby, no squeezies.
I love. What's his fucking name?
Babu.
Babu Frick. I love Babu,
Babu
Frick.
Frick, indeed.
That
He was
frickin' little
he was a highlight for me of 9, and I know that sounds silly, but he really was. I loved his little stupid ass.
Yes.
I love his little stupid design. I love how his little stupid mustache. I love all of it.
Yes.
I love the Anzellan.
Yes.
Everybody
Thank you.
loves Babu Frick. People, even
Yes.
people that hate the movie, are like, that guy's cute. He's adorable. Everyone loves him.
Yes.
Okay, boomer.
Sometimes I just like scrolling down and then stopping and
Just random. Just Queen Skeeting all over, right there.
what's your number 7, Evan?
Number 7 is the Convor. So specifically Morai, but like as a whole,
Oh,
the
wow.
Convor,
Fuck, I'm upset I didn't
Pretty
put her on
awesome.
here.
pretty
Damn.
awesome
Yeah.
species. So, and they're
Good
pretty
one.
important too.
Yep.
Especially
Yeah,
Morai
very
when
important.
it comes to their connection to the Force, and specifically Ahsoka. So, the Purgle and the Convor
That's
are
gotta
going to
be
be
included in
really
the show.
relevant
Oh,
in
she is.
Ahsoka.
She was in Mando.
Yeah.
Morai was in for
In the
a
episode,
hot
The
yeah,
second.
she
Jedi.
was in, for 2 seconds.
Yep.
My number 7 are blurgs. Those little fat tadpoles with
Love
legs.
blurgs.
Yeah.
And I love how like Mando was like. I mean, we forget this really good moment from season 1 when Queel is like kind of like teaching him like, come on, your people
Yeah.
like tame the mythosaur. You got
Can't
this
find- you
fucking
can write a
little
fucking
tadpole thing.
Blurg, you dipshit.
Dip. Yeah, there's
You fucking
they're
dingus.
so Star Wars because they remind me of Kyle. You know, short arms and short and like the little legs.
Well, they were in the Ewok adventures too, so they're
They
not
are,
new.
yeah.
They've been around forever.
You get to save Ewoks in Survivor, by the way. That's a
That's
side
Oh,
mission.
nice! I didn't know that.
Can you kill him also?
No,
Oh, it's upsetting.
well, you can't.
Freedom of choice, right?
I do
Yes.
believe in that. I believe in individual sovereignty, yes,
You
but
should've
this is a
broken the
video
disc.
game we're talking about. Brad, what's your number 7?
Number 7's the Rancor.
Yeah,
we talked
yeah.
about it a little bit before. I just think it is, as someone who thinks that Return of the Jedi is
my second favorite.
It's my favorite movie of all Star Wars movie of all time, which means it's my favorite movie of all time. I love the movie so much. Well, Pulp Fiction's close. I love.
Would you say Return of the Jedi is your legit favorite movie of all time?
I would have to because I love Star Wars more than I love any other things, and it's my favorite of the Star Wars movies.
Interesting. Okay.
So yes,
By the transitive property.
yeah. I think I think there's movies I like better than Return of the Jedi. But I think it's hard because if you're going all movies or the context of Star Wars,
You take Star Wars out of it. What do you pick? Pulp Fiction.
Fiction's number one.
For me, it'd be Jurassic Park.
Pulp Fiction or
I didn't see that
Inglourious
coming.
Bastards.
Yeah.
I love that one too. That's a
Like
good
that
one.
movie is fucking. There's not a second in that movie that is not tense as fuck.
Gorlami.
Gorlami.
The reason I say Jurassic
I love
Park
the
is
bar
just
scene, though.
because I
3.
think it's a perfect movie from start to finish, and
The
then
German 3.
you know the nostalgia of being a kid and stuff. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I feel
that's
that.
fair.
I feel that. I love Jurassic Park's a great movie. too.
Anyway, we got off on a
And
tangent.
that's one of my
so
favorite
Rancor.
books, so I'm with you there.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I've never
Which-
read the book. I need to.
Both
yeah.
books are spectacular.
Yep.
Lost
Very
World.
different.
I've heard Lost World is actually a better book than the first
It's a
one.
much better. No, it's not a better book than the
Michael
first
Crichton's
one.
my favorite author too. So
It's
no.
a better book than the movie.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Well, I don't think that's hard to.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't hate
I've
on
heard-
Lost
I heard
World like a lot of people
Someone
do.
said that the Lost World was. I don't remember who it was that said that they actually liked Lost World the book better than the
first Jurassic Park book?
I don't remember who.
You could
I
make the
was that heard
case,
that.
but I'm not. I'm
You
not
could
gonna,
make the
like,
case, but that first one is so good.
Yeah.
I need to read them.
Yeah.
I need to do it like I need to read it. Like I need to read.
I've
all
never
of
read
all
it.
that.
I need to
It's
read
like
it.
10,000 pages. It's not
That's
that
a
long,
lot of
but it's
pages.
close.
What's your
Rancor.
number 6?
Love it.
Number 6 is actually your number 7, the Blurg. So all the same reasons, and it's iconic, but it's like not because it's kind of new unless you're a super nerd that needs help like me. So but it's new, but iconic, but not new at the same time. If you see when it's like stop motion too,
Fair.
it just like captures that like Phil Tippett feel and like vibe to it. So
Yeah.
just the history
for sure.
of it is really what sells me on it more than anything.
1,000%. You nailed it, man. My number 6, the Raka. So the Raka is a survivor enemy. It's like a dodo bird. But what I love so fucking much about this thing is, first off, if you don't see it coming, it will wreck your shit in Jedi Survivor. But the things run at you so hard, it's like they're like the dodo birds screaming, "Leroy Jenkins!" running into you.
Is it like those one Rams from Fallen Order?
Yes.
Because I hated those things.
Oh,
I hate
yeah,
those Rams.
similar.
Yeah, I hated
Similar.
those too.
Yeah.
But there's tinier, so it's like you have to be on the lookout for
Oh,
these guys,
yeah.
and they're all over Kobo.
Dang.
But they're so fucking funny.
Can you ride those eventually?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. But you can ride something that's on my list that we'll get to in a little bit.
Hey.
Speaking of riding things, number 6, the Ewoks.
I'm sorry, I just
Is there-
assumed that. Was it a joke about Ewok mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Utini!
Utini, these nuts in your mouth.
Yes.
Ewok. I just love Ewoks. I think they're
Ewoks
just
are
truly
great.
a truly iconic
Yeah,
Star Wars.
Star Wars
creature.
We realized we were
Like, people-
doing Utini from Jawas when we
Yeah.
were talking about Ewoks,
Oh,
right?
whoops.
Sort of.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until you said it just now, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You
It took
went
me
on
a second, too.
But, so, look, I mean, they're
Hey,
they're
we've
they're,
been-
they're the same
we've
fucking
been in-
thing.
Let me
We've
push
been
my glasses up here.
indulgent.
Actually.
We've been indulgent.
Actually,
Fair.
somebody called out Fourth Mother Box hard on YouTube about like not researching something. It
Have
actually
you
turns
met
out
us?
that we were right actually. So it's like fuck you, Brittany 466, whatever the hell you were.
Not that he knows or
Why
remembers.
would you get mad at someone named Brittany 466?
Oh no, I didn't. That's
Oh.
just the bit. Brad.
Oh, dang. I was
I
hoping
thought it
that
was the actual person. I
Like
was
you
like,
had a
I
grudge
had
on
already
him.
processed this with my therapist.
Oh.
We can move on.
I bet you
Woosah.
probably really did.
Woosah.
You're like, I got mad at some stranger's comment. She's like, just breathe through it.
Goose Frappa.
Goose Frappa.
I just love the Ewoks, man. Like, there's people who have never seen a Star Wars movie that if you're like, what's an Ewok, they could point it out, and that's what being iconic is.
Yep.
And what else is iconic? Evans number 5.
It
Or
actually
whatever the
is. Like, no jokes aside. No jokes aside. I can't speak. The Wampa is my number 5.
Ooh, he's
From
on my list, too.
Episode 5, because Hoth is iconic. That whole scene, everything from Hoth is iconic.
I wish they
but-
hadn't cut the scene out there.
Yeah.
The prolonged stuff with see-through here was awesome.
Oh, the thing
Yeah.
with the door.
When he's
Yeah,
running
I love
around
it.
and the Wampas are there.
So fucking funny.
Yeah, but those
They're
things
awesome.
are terrifying.
They're awesome in Shadows of the Empire, too. You have to, like, shoot them and stuff. They're really cool. And they're, like, foreboding. I love
Yeah.
it.
And there's like the whole lore of the two scenes, like the first edit of the movie, like they're not really there. They're kind of terrifying because it's kind of like Jaws where you don't really see him. But then in the special edition, you really see him and he's still really terrifying. So like just having those two options and that history of him. But seeing him in Docs is cool too. Seeing just a life-size stuffed Wampa up there.
Hell
Like,
yeah, it is.
That thing could just kill us all
Hell
if
yeah,
it
it
was
is.
alive. It would
I've
come down here
stood
and
next to
murder
one
us.
at Celebration, and like
Oh.
it's to scale, and you're like, Jesus fucking
That's cool.
Christ! And remember, they attack Luke at the beginning of the movie. Like, we
Yeah,
didn't even talk
on
about
his
that.
tauntaun, he knocks
Yeah.
him right off the
Knocks
tauntaun.
him off the fucking thing, like
Yeah.
causes that little cut
And
on
we-
his face.
And we were wrong about Survivor. They're Mogu. in
Oh,
Survivor.
are they like a subspecies? Or
They must be. Yeah, I haven't looked that far into it. I'm still working
Interesting.
my way through the game. It's
All
a
right.
long game.
Who's next?
So you said
My 5 was
Wampa.
a
So
Wampa.
my number 5 is the Vulptex, the Crate Ice
Oh,
Wolf.
nice. I thought
Love
about them.
those. I thought about putting them on mine too, but
They're so fucking cool.
They're
I mean,
adorable.
they're like a tiny bit of the Last Jedi, which is still canon, by the way, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it
Wanted to
is.
Make
Yep.
sure you understood that today.
Yeah.
It is 8:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, July the 1st,
Hmm.
and the Last
Oh,
Jedi
yeah, it
is
is
still
July.
canon.
Yeah.
dude, we're on the back 9 of the year.
Well, I could officially say my daughter's coming next month, which is
That's
fucking wild.
Yeah, dude.
Yep, it's really. I'm just
Holy
gonna-
shit!
it's gonna-
As he takes another sip of his drink, dude, you're gonna be a.
That wasn't a sip.
I don't care if you edit this out. I don't care if you edit this out.
I'm not going to.
I told you for when I first met you that you guys would be great parents.
I completely agree with
I
that.
told you that over and over. So there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
The
You
fact
two
that
will
the
be.
fact that you're worried shows you're going to be a good
Oh,
parent.
of course I'm
Because
worried.
people who are fucking dumb were like,
Yeah.
"I got this, I can do it," and then they
You know
fucking
what?
raise a meth
I'm
head.
so,
you're going
and
to be
this is
fine.
not against people who had kids at the age that
And
they
then
had
raised
them at.
7 more after.
But I'm 37. I'm 37 when she's born. It's like I'm so happy that it's coming now.
Yeah.
Instead of even
Fuck yeah.
27. and then God forbid,
I
17.
was 20. I was 23.
Yeah,
I'm 10 years
that's
in.
young.
I'm 11 years in.
You are
almost.
listen.
Yeah,
Anybody listening to
100%.
this and you're in your 20s, you are still a fucking child.
But
do not
there is
do
a-
anything important until your 30s.
There is a benefit of being done.
Of course,
at like
there
45,
is.
or just being
But
like,
I
I'm
have
done.
so much more wisdom to give to this girl now.
Agreed.
Like, good lord.
Agree, dude. I'm telling you, man. I know that like that you're like a little anxious just because you're just anxious in general.
I'm just an anxious person.
but
yeah.
I think you're gonna fucking crush. I really do. And
I appreciate that.
I really, as a friend and someone who is a dad already, you got nothing to worry about. You're gonna have a fucking blast.
As a
Minus-
insert thing here.
The fact you're not going to sleep for like 6 months, and,
I know
and
that.
Jedi Talk will be Tom free for about 6 months.
No,
That'll
no,
be
I'm going
sad.
to do as much as I can. I mean, it's a baby, right? So it's like either if we come here or I go to you, or if I call in.
We'll see you in 6 months.
Look, I understand that and I respect that.
We're giving
but
you a hard time.
I very much do things how I do things.
I know.
So if you think I'm going to parent like a book tells me how to, and like
Well, we know that's not going to happen. What to expect when you were expecting these nuts? That's what
Are
Tom
you going
said.
to read Dr. Lipschitz from Rugrats?
now we're talking.
Now
I'll
we're
read that. Where were we on? I said the Vulpix.
Yes.
What's your number 5, Brad?
Number 5 is a Sarlacc.
oh, it's a good
Hey.
one. I should have put the Sarlacc on my list.
Sarlacc, baby.
It's a-
I
yep.
mean, it's kind of a creature.
It is.
It's 1,000%.
Right?
That's
It
a
is,
creature,
right?
yeah.
I was a little like, is it a creature?
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be a creature. So Sarlacc, another one of the things that's like iconic.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
It's
As
part of Boba
fuck.
Fett's.
Oh yeah,
Story.
storyline. It's part of Return of the Jedi, my favorite.
Yeah, we saw the
Uh-huh.
insides of one in
Yeah,
Boba Fett.
it makes you want to put your dick in it when you're 6. Evan, what's your number 4? What's your
Didn't
number
even
5?
mention the connections to Doc, too, on Batu. I always have to tie it there. You know me. But, yep, there's one in Batu.
Evan likes the tinier Sarlaccs.
Number 4 for me is the Varactyl. Varactyl, if anyone knows what that is. We'll get there in a second. You don't have to hit the Muttley laugh, because he's already doing the Muttley.
That was a little bit of me there, actually.
We're still here, listeners. Don't worry.
Go on. We'll recover.
No, I'm letting this play out.
All right.
Okay, they're not really on the microphone anymore, so I guess I'll go on. You can kind of hear Brad doing the Muttley.
I'm listening to you, Evan.
Okay. So the Varactyls are those the giant lizard-looking things that Obi-Wan rides in Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, the thing you get shot off of.
Yeah. So they're also in Master and Apprentice. They're in that book quite a lot.
They
So,
make
like,
a noise that you can just like hear.
Yeah.
Like you see a picture.
I can't
yeah,
do it,
like
but-
dinosaurish, like Jurassic
Yeah.
Parkish.
You can't
Yeah.
recreate it because it's like oh
Yeah.
god.
But just seeing that and seeing them in Master and Apprentice, and then of course in Revenge of the Sith, such a pretty. It's not iconic because it's not on the level of the ones we've said, but it's just a unique and memorable design.
I would say memorable for
Yeah.
the prequels, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because if you go like you could,
If you
can
play
kinda
that
hear
sound,
it. You can go,
s-
oh, I know
people-
what that's from.
They
Yeah.
won't say Varactyl, but they'll be like, "That's the thing
thing
Obi
from-
Wan,
yeah.
the giant lizard thing."
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
agreed.
noise, we are like surrounded by sandhill cranes. You ever hear what these things sound like?
They are terrifying.
No, actually.
Listen. That's a fucking velociraptor.
That's pretty scary. Yeah. Well,
I am so happy that I live near these things. They're not that like they're tall, but they're dinosaurs. Like,
Yeah, birds are dinosaurs.
They are. They're
right,
literally-
and it's
they're
like
literally
the fact it's like 12-year-old Tom right now is like creaming his pants.
The
Florida
Raptor
is basically
Center.
prehistoric. Like
When
we're
I-
living in dino times in Florida. Come on.
when I
It's the
was
best.
living in North Carolina, there's a place called the Raptor Center, and I remember thinking like, oh, it's like a dinosaur museum, and then you see it's birds, you're like, oh,
Same
birds.
thing, but
yeah,
Weird.
same thing.
Yeah.
Bird,
But
bird
back
raptor.
then,
yeah.
we thought dinos were lizards.
Yeah.
So the
And
bird
they're-
thing didn't come around
Isn't
until like
that- isn't
15
that
years
wild?
ago.
Isn't that nuts? That like that's
Yeah.
not exactly
No,
that's
that
not at all
was
what they were.
30 years ago. That was a
$30?
point to Jurassic
Park
Park.
was
Well,
they,
it was
they
more in the
chose
book
like
than
a
the
creative
movie.
direction.
Yeah,
It was in the movie in
it
the
was in the
beginning.
movie a little bit, but
Because I watched the movie before the
When he
book,
compares them to
and I
turkeys
was
and
like,
stuff.
that was the first
Oh,
time
yeah,
I had
that's
ever
right.
been introduced to me, and I'm like, holy shit! Like, blew
But
my
it was
mind
like-
as a youngin.
like
Yeah.
super like concern, not
Yes.
concern, but by everybody like 15, 20 years ago. But
Okay,
True.
Yeah.
This is weird. What year did that movie come out?
93.
Okay, I remember seeing it in theaters.
Me too.
At
I'm
4.
jealous.
Me
I was
too.
4.
I was
Jealous.
7.
I remember falling
I was,
asleep
like,
on my
6 or 7
mom's
months.
shoulder,
Wow.
sitting in the theater. I can remember we were sitting on the right of the theater, and I remember falling asleep as the as I was watching the helicopter fly over the water. It was early on, but I remember that vividly. Every time I see that shot, I think I have that memory flashback.
I forced
Or
my
remember-
dad.
I was 4, dude.
I forced my dad to take this to me over and over again. There should have been early signs that I was on the spectrum somehow because I wanted to see it over and over and over again.
That was
That's
every
kids,
80s and
bro.
90s kid, though.
That's kids.
Yeah,
We
we're all
watch
on the
VHS
spectrum.
tapes like over and over again.
You better hope that Lily likes shit you like, because if not, you're gonna be watching things over and over that you hate.
I know.
Well, see, that's a good thing, though. Tom likes a lot of things. Star Wars,
I do.
Marvel,
He's gonna be quoting
DC,
Doc
Harry
McStuffins. He's
Potter,
like, "Top, can we do top 10 Doc
Hey,
McStuffins episodes?"
I at least met Doc McStuffins
What's wrong
at
with Doc
Hollywood
McStuffins?
and
Dad's
Vine.
gonna be Tom's gonna be like, "Your dad met Doc years
I love
ago
Doc
in
McStuffins.
Hollywood studios."
Don't you hate on my Doc?
How dare both of you? All right, where are we at? Number 4? Is
Yes.
it my number 4?
Yes.
The Wampa. We talked about it already.
What did I say?
you do your
My-
4?
I didn't do my 4. What
Whoops.
was your 4?
Fractal.
Fractal. Yeah, it's my 4.
Oh, because you
You're
talked
all right.
about the bird dinos.
Do your
in
Wampa
Florida.
real quick.
Mine's Wampa.
Yeah.
They're
There you go.
fucking
Okay.
cool.
We've already said it.
Mine is the Neko, and the Neko is basically the horse creature in Survivor that you get to ride everywhere on Kobo.
Okay.
There are random Neko throughout that planet, and you could just call one over. I mean, you have to tame them earlier in the game,
It's like
but you can
Epona
ride them
from-
everywhere.
Zelda.
Yeah.
What a planet. You can get Neko whenever you want.
So I'm tall. That's what I'm tall about.
Evan, since we just did my number 4, what's your number 3?
Number 3 is
Well, I guess I got to go my 3, right? My 3.
No,
No.
it was 3 because you just went before me.
I started.
So it's Evan's 3. Yeah.
You started? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sorry.
I'm going
we're
to
good.
spell it so we don't have any confusion between another animal on my
N-I-G
list.
what?
But wow. But also, just for the pronunciation's sake, it's Gorg. Gorg. So they're from Resistance. Those the little like frog looking things.
Oh yeah.
They sell them on Batu with their
Yep.
super big eyes.
You got to put something from Resistance on here, wouldn't
Yes, but I had
You
to. I love
fucking
those
would.
little creatures. I bought one when they came out on Batu.
Do we have "They're Turning the Frogs Gay" on the soundboard?
I don't.
We
Oh.
should.
Speaking of
Why?
Jurassic Park, that's
We
another thing in
should.
I
Jurassic
think I got
Park.
rid of the Alex Jones drop because we never used
Why
it.
is this a
Oh,
Jurassic
why would
Park
we not
episode?
use
I'm
it?
so confused.
I don't know.
But
The Frogs Gay.
we used to have it on the soundboard.
I don't.
But I
We-
bought
we
one
need to put that
when
on
they
there.
were in the creature stall, and I named one Harmon, of course. So
Harmon.
I took him aboard the Halcyon with me last
Love it.
time.
I remember.
He'll probably come back this
I
time.
remember seeing him.
Yeah.
When he was porking it in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was a weird fleshlight.
All right.
My
My
number
number 3. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Going over the skip there. Boglings from Fallen Order and
Those are so
Survivor.
cute.
They're
Yep.
just the puppies in
Yep.
one. In Fallen Order, I love it because if you follow a side mission and save one on Bogano, it canonically ended up on the Mantis. It's in Battle Scars, and it also went with the Bogling went with Grease on Kobo. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's cool.
That's so cute.
Mhm.
Those things are adorable.
Brad was
Love it.
number 3, and you can pet him in Survivor. Press square.
Oh.
What's your 3?
My number 3 is "I Did It All for the Motherfucking Wookiee."
I did it all for the Wookiee. What?
The Wookiee.
What?
So you could take that cookie and
stick
stick it
it
up
up
your.
your-
Yeah.
Does it give it up your?
Yeah.
Stick it up your.
Yeah.
Stick it up your.
Yeah.
You were talking Wookiees.
Oh yeah, Wookiees. Sorry, no, I just love Wookiees. All of them.
All of them.
All of them. The
Every
fur
single one.
reminds me of Kyle's mom.
And that's why
I
you're
went to the
banned
damn,
from.
and I had to go all the way back up here.
That's why he's banned from Launch Bay.
That's why I'm banned from. That's not why, but it's definitely played a part.
Yes.
Evan, number 3.
Number 3 is something that Wookiees.
Do I need to say?
Wait,
about, I mean,
number 2,
What is there
but-
to say about Wookiees?
Right.
They're fucking Wookiees.
That is iconic. We've been
They're
saying
the
that
shit.
a lot, but like, come on.
They're, I
Go
mean,
to Batu and you get to meet
Jesus
the most
Christ.
famous one.
Well, if you can get to him,
Chewy, like
all
Jesus
the people
Christ.
swarming him.
Yeah, Evan sounds better.
Oh, I had to. I was on Batu when my brother and my younger sister were my youngest sister was here, but she's not my youngest sibling. And Will, my brother, was walking up to Chewy from behind, and Chewy didn't see him, and I had to grab Will. Will's 13 and he's fine, but I'm like, dude, you can't take him from behind there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Can't
Yeah,
take
it's like-
Chewy from.
no, you can't.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
that's what I was getting at. I was
Jokes
assuming
aside,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know why.
Chewie appreciated that.
Evan, can you back me up on this? Doesn't Tom have like single child vibes?
No,
No.
really.
I
Well,
think
it's
so.
like Megan is 3 years younger than me. She's from my paternal parents, and then Madeline is 19. I call her MJ. She's with my dad and stepmom, and then Will is 14.
So you have
13 or 14.
one full sibling and 2 half siblings.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're one of 4. Does it look like you have 3 siblings?
No, I was thinking just like 2, like me. Like me and Austin.
It's not
Yeah.
a bad thing. I'm not. But like you kind of have like this like stoic, only child vibe. It's not a bad thing.
No, and I'm not taking this bad thing with this. When I think only children, I think spoiled.
Oh, really? See,
Yeah, that's fair, too.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think you're spoiled at all.
No.
I just mean like you kind of have
No.
this like,
No,
I
I was
do my
beaten,
own
not
thing,
spoiled. Yeah.
the way that like an only child.
Sure.
was beaten, not
I was gonna say, are you gonna address that? You just went. You kept going.
So
See,
I
I've
just-
always attested that to the older child thing. So
But see,
I'm the oldest. Oh well, then
That's why that throws that out the window.
Yeah.
I'm a
Right.
fucking
I'm
idiot.
the oldest too, but like. I don't know.
Well, we understand your problem.
Yeah, I don't. Please help.
Indiana,
Please
over
help.
here.
Oh, that is a
Jesus.
problem. You're right.
No, I don't know. It's not a bad thing. I just kind of feel like you got only child vibes.
Okay, that's fair.
That
Definitely don't.
to tie it back, not
That's
connected
fair.
to any of
You're
this. but-
stupid.
But that was a great little moment in Indy 5 when one of the people, the characters were talking to Indy, and they're like, "You're from Indiana, so don't you know the Wright brothers?" And he's like, "I'm not from Indiana. I'm named Indiana."
Yeah, that was good.
and then he's like, "And they were born in the Civil War."
Yeah,
And
how
the
do you
guy-
think I am?
The other
Which
character
I
was
hope
like, "Didn't
we
you go
can
to
get
school with
back
them?"
to.
And he's like, "No." That was great. That was a great conversation.
Which I hope we can get back to.
As someone from
Using the
Indiana, I
dial of
love that.
destiny.
I'm like, nope.
That's from someone
Indiana's
from North
not
Carolina where the
lucky
Wright
enough.
brothers did their first flight.
Yep.
You know,
We
it's
are
just
lucky
what it
enough
is.
to have-
Don't say no to me.
The Wright brothers.
No, I was saying
there,
no to
but
you. I thought you were going a certain way with
We
this, so I
weren't
was
lucky
probably-
enough to have Indy be from Indiana, but
Why would he be? He's named after the dog.
yeah, exactly. Henry.
All right, where are we at?
My number 2 is something that Wookiees like to eat a lot. They love porgs.
Oh,
So those things are so cute. And growing up,
Tobias.
Tobias.
Bias.
Captain
he's
Keegan's
top
favorite
10.
porg.
He's top 10 porgs. Number
Oh,
1.
yeah.
Tobias.
Number 1 to me.
Yeah. Number 1 in your hearts. Number 1 on Chewy's plate.
Poo poo in your pants, poo poo in your heart.
Heart's number 1 on Chewy's plate.
But,
That's funny.
yeah. So I have no idea why, aside from the fact that I'm a weird little kid
I
when
have
I
a
was a
porg
kid.
inside
but,
the Galaxy's Edge box set over there.
oh,
Yeah, the
nice.
Black Series porg.
I don't
Yeah.
have any Black Series
Uh-huh.
porgs.
That's
But-
they're only available in that set, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually why I grabbed that. The
I
porg,
know.
maybe.
I-
I'm like, done.
Yeah. The Hondo is a pretty cool one, too.
Oh, yeah,
But-
yeah, Hondo, yeah.
But
Yeah.
for some reason, for many reasons, I was a weird little kid, and I really loved puffins. So then, like, when The Last Jedi came out, and it's like they had to cover up puffins.
Yeah,
I was
the
like,
porgs.
that's cool. This
Yeah.
is a space puffin. A
Space
Star
puffin.
Wars puffin. So that's probably why I love them so much.
My
for some
brother
reason
loved
as a kid.
My brother loved penguins growing up. That was
That's
his
such
jam.
a weird thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, because I was like, they're penguins, and my mom.
But
and
there
dad
was
were
a
like, they're not
Happy
penguins.
Feet. There was like a moment in
Happy
time
Feet.
when like
Jesus.
that was a thing.
Mr.
Robin
Popper's
Williams
Penguins.
Yeah.
was in.
Happy
Yep.
Feet. Yep.
Is it Mr. Popper's Penguins?
Yep.
Was
That
that
was
Jim Carrey?
way after the Jim
Oh,
Carrey.
that's a
Yeah.
book, dude.
Well, yeah,
that was like
yeah.
a school book that we
Yep.
read.
He did like a run of those things, like Fun with Dick and Jane. Mr.
Yeah.
Popper,
He did.
of like books.
That came around the Grinch. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you did Grinch? Do these
You
other
want to do every other child? You want to
Yeah.
do Sam I Am, whatever the fuck that book's called? Or is that Green Eggs and Ham?
Green Eggs and
Yeah.
Ham? Yeah.
All right, we're on my number 2.
Yep.
The Bile Maw. It's an enemy in Survivor. It's like a hard rocked, huge triceratops that pukes acid. And the thing is so
terrible.
funny because like when you fight it and it feels like being extra dicky, it just rolls on you. It just gets on its back and rolls you over.
Wow.
It's a fun enemy,
sounds
but
like
the
I'm never
Bile
gonna
Maw
beat it.
is like rose to the top of my favorite.
Bioma?
Yeah.
M-A-W?
Yeah, but BILEMAW.
Bioma.
Bile. I was thinking
Bio.
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 As in
Oh, I'm
BIO.
sorry. I'm
I was
sorry.
thinking
Bile.
too.
Liquors
Now I'm
have
seeing
drunken
the
me.
spit. The acid spit.
Bile Maw.
Bile.
BILMAW. Pukes on you.
That sounds terrifying.
Nice. Interesting.
It's just like the time that Evan was telling me about. The girl went down on him and she puked all over his
I
pants.
remember that. That's happened
Bile
probably
Maw,
more than
yeah.
once.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
with
can't
knowing who
remember
your
how
ex
many
is.
times it hasn't happened. Did I tell you guys I collaborated on Survivor? That was I hinted them for that. I was like, here's some
Like,
concept art.
You want this nasty bitch that just keeps throwing up on my cock? We're gonna
Brad, what's your number 2?
please. Okay, you gotta let the right. Number 2 is the Toydarian. We don't need to get canceled again. The
That's true.
Toydarian. I love Toydarians. I'm done.
You know what only
They're
works
fun.
on Pterodarians?
Batu. There you go.
Because we toted that cancel line last week. I listened to that episode again.
Oh, we sure
I
did.
know. I kept
you were
trying
so
to save
uncomfortable.
us. I was like, hey guys, it's not.
No backlash, though. You know why?
Yet.
Because
They were jokes.
It's comedy,
And we
yeah.
made it
First off,
known they
fun.
were jokes. Anyhow, I was waiting for him to laugh, but he didn't.
I'm not
Oh,
voting
good.
for Trump. If that's what
I
people
am.
are asking for.
let's fucking go. I'm certainly not voting for I sold secrets.
My number one is the Loth Cat because I love cats. I've had 3 in my life.
Lost cats are the best.
Loth Cats are the best, man. And this could have been like recency bias too because I had a few that are going to be in Ahsoka, but might see some Loth Cats when we go to Lothal in Ahsoka.
We saw one in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there
we've
was
seen
one
one.
in Mando, so like we're
Fuck
getting
yeah,
some
they
Loth
were.
Cats
Hell
slowly,
yeah.
but they're just cute. They're cute. And we have, I always tie it back to Batu, like I said. There's one on Batu. Like you can see it there sleeping. It's adorable. It's
I
like-
do.
Just like Jackson.
I scratch it in the back of the ear. My number one, and I like my last 4 were like Survivor, so that's fine. And I had a bunch of Survivor. Whatever. Fuck you. I'm playing it right now.
You're
Kiss my
allowed to
big
do
red
that.
ass.
It's your top 10.
Pieces of shit. I say that all the time.
I know. It's great.
In person.
It's great all the
Kiss my
time.
big red ass.
Kiss my big red ass.
It sounds like a Simpsons line for some reason.
I will contest that this, and I haven't played many Star Wars games, but from what I've seen, people have said that this species, this enemy, is the worst Star Wars enemy in the history. Ogdo Bogdo. But the Ogdo Bogdo is the fucking funnest fucking thing ever because it's such a pain in the ass. Like you feel so special every time you're battling it in Survivor or Fallen Order. It's like this giant lizard with the long tongue, and it's
hated that fucking
not
thing.
supposed to be this bad, like it tough, but it is. And it's something
yeah.
special to us. And
It
the
was
fact
really
that
tough.
it's like there's like a whole community of people who hate fighting it. It like makes my heart.
It's like the first
smile.
thing people bring up. Like, oh, I just played Fallen
Yes.
Order. Oh, how was Ogdo Bogdo? Like, that's
Yeah.
the first thing.
There's a force tear in Survivor where you have to fight 2 of them at once.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Can I just skip that? Can I pass?
You
I'd
can
be like,
pass
no,
it,
thanks.
but-
Like, that'd be so hard.
You
for
shall
me.
not pass.
I would suck.
Brad, close it out. What is your number one today,
What do you
sir?
think my number one is? I just want to just based on the list I had before. What do you think?
Okay. Did you say Trandoshans yet?
I did not.
No, but that's He kind of asked us already before the list.
did.
was
Yeah,
made,
That's not my number one. I canceled
okay,
Trandoshans out for a bantha.
What is it? So you've put
This could be something from Return of the Jedi. Is it Jabba?
It's not. It's not.
Not
We're
a
from Return of
quacky
the Jedi.
monkey lizard. Not
Nope.
Jabba.
Nope. It is, in fact, Doc Ondar himself, an Ithorian.
Oh, very good.
Those are awesome.
I love
very good.
Ithorians. They're
Yeah.
just so iconic.
They are very iconic. They're so different. They're just
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead shark. Yeah.
Yep, I love the Ithorians.
Yeah.
And when I found out that Doc Ondar was going to be an Ithorian, I remember being very excited.
Yeah.
I've always
You
loved
got that
the
one in
Ithorians.
A New Hope in the cantina
Yep.
for like 2 seconds.
Yep.
And look what it spawned.
His name is. I used to know his name.
Oh, I
I'm
forget
pissed
his
that I
name.
don't know.
I
His,
have
I
his
don't know
little
that.
figure from the 90s.
Yeah.
It's on my shelf at home.
Yeah, it has his name on it.
Oh, it does? Oh, I don't have the
no,
card.
it doesn't
though.
have his. No. The card does. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but they've gone back and like named him, and I used to know his
Nice.
name, and it bums me out
I'm
that I
going to have
don't.
to look it up.
Yeah, I forget it. Look it up, Tom, while we're doing this.
I am.
This was fun. Thank you. And if anyone else has any top 10s they want us to do, please message us on Instagram or comment when we do the Address the Council posts. But that's it for us. I hope you guys have a great 4th of July. Make
We're
sure you
gonna.
stay safe. We're going to have a good time.
Yep.
We'll see you on the next episode. Until then, we're going to find out what the name of the Hammerhead was.
Can't find it yet. It's just giving me stuff about
You
the
know what?
species.
Tune in to next week and we'll tell you.
Is it Mama and the
Yep,
Dawn?
that's it.
Never
Move on
mind,
to
we'll
Dawn.
tell you
That's
now.
it. Yep. That's it. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you in the next show. Until then, stay safe. May the Force be with you.
Always and Tabuite.
Rise, Jedi. Night.